Isaac out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Avdia. And it's Young in at the point. And for the Mavericks, the wing set for him will be Doncic and Thompson. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Irving at the point guard position. And the Spurs start out with the ball. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now, here is Young. Outside for Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Outside Irving. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Irving kicks to Washington. Pass to Doncic. Over Edwards. And it's Doncic missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Stolen by Washington. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
And it's the Spurs ball. Isaac a screen on Irving. Here's Young. Good on the shot.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Not a fast start for the Mavericks. Searching for their first points of the game. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Doncic, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Now here's Gafford. Back to Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Pass to Isaac. Outside Edwards. Back to Isaac. Clock at 6. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And Gafford throws it down.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passing.
Ball's knocked loose, and again, San Antonio turns it over. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league. And taking a look here at the numbers for Doncic. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 34 points a game, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Here's Young after the Mavericks pick up 3. Wembanyama passes to Edwards. Wembanyama sets a screen for Edwards. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Mavericks trail by 3. And here is Irving. 18 feet out and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw good from Doncic.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Jackson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Josh Richardson comes in for Young. All free throws good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Richardson. And the rejection by Gafford. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And he makes good on the layup. Edwards got 5.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. No good. That would have tied it. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Now, we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So we'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. 6 on the shot clock. From 6 away. Rebounded by Isaac.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
To the inside. Shoots over Washington. Count that one from Isaac.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Moving against Richardson. Inside. Here's Avdia. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Doncic. Gafford finds Thompson. Back to Gafford. It's up a 3 and stolen by Richardson. To the paint. Here's Avdia. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 6-point San Antonio lead. Pass to Washington. Doncic dishes to Thompson. Irving with the ball. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Edwards against Doncic. Edwards kicks to Richardson. Jackson with the screen. Edwards. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Mavericks trailed by 3. Irving passes to Washington. Doncic outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Richardson outside. Pass to Avdia. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. Dante Exum is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Kyrie Irving. Oh, here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Jackson setting the pick here for Edwards. Good work there as it goes. Edwards got 7.
Really like what Edwards did there. Assertive in the two-man game.
Down low. And finished off by Lively.
Lively got served up a big opportunity, and he ate it up.
Isaac with a screen for Edwards. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 10.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Spurs out in front, up by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Spurs.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Trae Young, and Benyama's out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Suggs, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Here's Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
First one falls for him. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Grimes. Still scoreless. To the middle. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. And the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist. Boy, he is a capable point guard.
Here's Grimes. Lively a screen on Suggs. With the drive. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Suggs with the ball. He's picked up by Irving.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Here's Lively. Second shot opportunity. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
From deep three-point land, that shot misses. And so Marshall will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 7. Pass to Grimes. Now Irving. Launches it. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Young outside. And Thibault now top of the key. Young pass to Wembanyama. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
The Spurs have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
A moment now to see the stats for Suggs. How he did last season. He was around 12 points per game last year. 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
San Antonio leading by 3. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Washington's checked in for Dallas. Then for the Spurs, Jonathan Isaac is checked in for Torrey Craig. Avdia comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Edwards in for Suggs. Irving for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Down low. And it's Wembanyama. Hand-to-hand combat inside.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That's a miss. And with it, he is 5 for 9. Here's Young. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Just 5 on the clock.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
Edwards looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And Edwards drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Doncic. Tries it from 19. And the shot falls short this time. Mavericks trail by 6. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. To the paint. Victor Wembanyama.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Spurs making a change here. Craig's checked in. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In the third spot, the Spurs.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
And Thompson kicks to Exum. Out to Thompson. Now, here's Exum, defended by Young. On the wing, Doncic. It's over Avdia. Doncic, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now Young. He has 6. Up top, Edwards. He's defended by Exum.
And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. You had to be ready to get back in a hurry or this team would run it down your throat.
And Greg, what stands out to me the most is their turnover ranking. They were never careless with the ball, never played out of control.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Mavericks making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Pass to Gafford. Irving with the ball. Launches a 3. They get the rebound. Thompson from long range. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 10-2 run here. Avdia finds Young over Irving. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Mavericks trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The guard attributes on display there. Luka with one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
Young outside. Back to Edwards. Pass to Wembanyama. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. A blocking foul is called as the shot goes down.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
A different look now for San Antonio. Jackson, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Isaac comes in for Torrey Craig. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Young.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Edwards. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. It's a 5-point game. Doncic outside. There's the lob to the hoop. And Gafford throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
They get it again. Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. Mavericks trail by 5. Thompson dishes to Irving. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Irving's got 19 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Edwards against Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
Dante Exum is checked in for Doncic. And Gafford throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thompson against Edwards. Richardson for 3. No good that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Look here now at the Mavericks. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
You love the rebounding and the rim protection. He also brings that intimidating factor. He's an important piece in their puzzle. You can always tell he's the one guy who loves playing the game, and he loves playing it well.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. What a backcourt they have as Irving and Doncic pair up. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Edwards passes to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Irving against Young. Irving kicks to Thompson. And a miss there on the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Edwards. Oh, no. Stopping Edwards on the drive.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Doncic. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Doncic has got 11.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pulls up on the wing. Edwards, no good. Mavericks trailed by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Wembanyama passes to Isaac. Spurs working the ball around now. They double-team Wembanyama. Stolen by Washington. Doncic with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged 25 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for San Antonio. Jalen Suggs comes in for Young. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. San Antonio leading by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. And the Spurs with some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Isaac. And it's Richardson in for Edwards. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 6. And Thompson kicks to Gafford. Pass to Washington. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Washington sets the pick for Irving. No good on the triple.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Suggs finds Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, big time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you gotta push him out of the paint.
Doncic feeling it out. For this screen on Richardson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas again missing. Spurs leading by 8. Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. Suggs passes to Wembanyama. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Suggs. Richardson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. Irving for 3. It's good from long range. Irving's got 22.
Well, Irving can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
Doncic against Suggs. And Craig has it in the corner. Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. Suggs, stolen by Thompson. Pass to Washington. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Spurs. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Here's Young. 6 points for him. Pass to Suggs. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Young outside. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No good from Irving.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And stolen by Thompson. Pushing it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Well, it's a nice sight to see Washington attacking inside, just making the defense fouling.
And he can't hit the second. Spurs leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Dante Exum is checked in for the Mavericks.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Over Richardson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter. Edwards against Thompson. Edwards passes to Isaac. Back to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
3rd in blocks. And they were in the top 10 in rebounding. That was one of the things that they hung their hat on. Never really let up energy-wise on the backboards.
And you just brought up their assists. They worked the ball around so well. Their offense last season revolved around their passing game. Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Back to Irving. Plenty of space. And he hits the jump shot. And it's now only a 1-point Spurs lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Outside Edwards. And the rejection by Gafford. Now, here's Marshall, guarded by Jackson. Moving against Edwards. For the lead. And there's the nice layup by Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Edwards from deep 3-point territory. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Thompson with it. Now Avdia defending. Irving from long range. That's it. And coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist in the game. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Torrey Craig comes in for Isaac. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Edwards. Young is subbed in for Avdia. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Thompson dishes to Irving. Good, nice job down low. .33 points for Kyrie Irving.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Young finds Wembanyama. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Back to Wembanyama. Looking to end the run. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Thompson. It doesn't go for him. Spurs trail by 4. It's Richardson on the wing. He's defended by Exum. Pass to Thybulle. It's Young on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Klay Thompson. Dallas with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Young left side, and the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on
the previous play is under the screen.
I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's San Antonio. They lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his... primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Trae Young. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Craig in at the 4 spot. Pass to Irving. Lively, no one around him. Craig pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Inside. Richardson kicks to Young. Pulls it up. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. And that's 12 points for Trae Young.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Outside Irving. Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Washington. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Washington's got 4 this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It's easy to get a good look from mid-range when you tower above everyone. Wembanyama.
There's the pick. Washington passes to Grimes. Outside Irving. Releases. And good. Got the that time as it falls. Irving's got 16 here in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Avdia comes in for Josh Richardson. Edwards, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Trae Young. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thanks, David. Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Pass to Washington. Irving sets a screen for Washington. Lively with it. The shot from the low post is good. And the Mavericks lead by 1. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Suggs finds Edwards. Pass to Wembanyama. Edwards getting the close range, too.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Here's Lively. His three-pointer's off the mark. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Gafford's checked in. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Suggs against Irving. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Edwards inside. He's covered by Thompson. Edwards, good. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Suggs with the steal. Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. Suggs, Gafford with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Irving kicks to Gafford. Pass to Doncic. Down low. Here's Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Clock at 4. Over Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Outside Edwards. Isaac a screen on Doncic. Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Irving.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Irving. Wembanyama, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Spurs. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Washington. Irving kicks to Doncic. Over Suggs. To the middle. And finished off by Avdia.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Now, here's Gafford. Over in the corner, Washington. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Over Edwards. Irving misses. San Antonio leading by 3. Young looking around. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Edwards with it. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got his 16th rebound on the night. Isaac with the steal. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Doncic against Suggs. To stop the drought. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Any doubt who's taking that shot? That's Luka's basketball all the way because he's much in the clutch.
Here's Edwards. Count it!
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic. It's not going to go for him. Avdia with the defensive effort. And they go to the intentional foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
.41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Young against Irving. And Avdia, the bucket on the assist from Suggs. Now it's a 7-point San Antonio lead. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 7. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Not someone you want to send to the foul line. Klay Thompson is nearly automatic from there.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he makes both from the line. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. A different look now for San Antonio. Avdia comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Trae Young subbed in for Josh Richardson. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Gafford. Money!
His eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Thompson outside. Puts up a deep 3. And here is Gafford. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Trae, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position, so what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go.
All right, DA, thanks again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.